Hi there, in this video I'll be removing and refitting one of the suspension legs on an Ariston A1324 UK washing machine. This type of unit was fitted to a number of different makes and models, and it really is one of the easiest repair jobs you'll come across on these machines. Before you attempt any repair work on a domestic appliance, first disconnect it from the mains power supply. The hardest part of this task is to pull the machine out and lay it down on its side. But first make sure there's no water left in the drum, or it could well run out of the dispenser drawer. Do this by lowering the outlet hose as close to the ground as possible and into a washing up bowl until no more water comes out. You may also need to disconnect the fill hoses if they're not long enough. Before you tilt the machine over, allow a piece of toweling or a sheet on the ground to prevent scratching the cabinet and to protect the floor. Now gently lay the machine down on its side. The unit is held to the base of the cabinet by this one nut, which screws onto the bolt section of the suspension. There's also a bracket on the bottom of the unit with two pins that fit into holes either side. When this nut's been removed, don't try to lift the unit out, but go to the top and undo the pivot bolt holding it to the container. Once you've undone that nut, the bolt will come out easily, because with the machine on its side there's no weight on the suspension. It's now just a case of removing the old unit and replacing it with a new one. This particular suspension unit is fine, and I've only removed it to show how it comes out, but if you need to replace one, then your unit will probably be in a far worse condition. When it comes to refitting the suspension, make sure you locate the bolt on the bottom of the bracket into the correct hole in the cabinet, or the container will be slightly lopsided and the suspension won't be able to function properly. I find it easier to replace the top pivot bolt and tighten it before replacing the line nut, but you may choose to do it differently. There is no right or wrong order in replacing these units. Once you've refitted and tightened both nuts, the job's done. As I said at the start of the video, the actual procedure for changing the suspension units will take about 10 minutes, but getting the machine empty and on its side could take a little bit longer. On behalf of Selfix UK, we'd like to thank you for watching this video and hope you found it interesting. Goodbye.